I always forget how small these business class seats they could.
Excuse me, sorry. Looks really like I'm here. Thank you. Alright. I'm so nervous. I can't stand place.
You're nervous? Have you ever been abroad?
Yeah, I've been abroad many times, but I still get nervous when the plane takes off and when it lands. So, and you?
Yeah, I've been so many times and I'm still really nervous when I get on a plane. What about you, Dean?
I'm not really nervous. I actually enjoy flying quite a bit.
Oh, really?
I'm Karen. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Karen.
I'm Sunny. Nice to meet you.
I'm Dian, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Hi,
nice to
Karen.
meet you.
So, where have you been, Ian?
Well, we just came from Argentina, and we're on our way now to Japan.
Wow. How about you?
Oh, I've been in a few places across Europe, and I've also traveled through quite a few countries in Asia. So, and Africa, of course, but like I say, I still get nervous.
For me, I think I've been to America and Italy. I think it's really beautiful. You guys should go.
Oh, definitely, maybe on the next one.
Yeah.
So, are you planning to go in your next vacation? Diana is right?
It's Dian, that's correct. Well, my next vacation, I've got about 40 days of vacation time coming up. And I definitely want to go back to Japan since the Rugby World Cup is there next year. And I want to go see what hotels to stay and what hotels are close to stadiums so I can actually scout the area and be prepared when the Rugby World Cup comes next year.
Good idea.
And you, Karen?
Oh, I was thinking of going somewhere maybe in the Caribbean, somewhere where there's sun, because I can't stand it. So yeah, maybe the Caribbean or some other island in the ocean.
Sounds really nice.
And you?
I would like to go China because I think that has a beautiful view over there. So I think my next vacation I will choose China. Yes.
So, Sunny, aren't you afraid of going abroad alone?
No, not really, because I usually enjoy it by myself. And I like to watch a movie and enjoy the time in the airplane. How about you, Karen?
I also prefer to travel alone. It's less structured and you have more free reign on when you want to do what. So yeah. You do?
I do most of my business traveling alone. I think it's the best way to go.
Yeah. How about could you live another country for the rest of your life?
I'm actually doing that right now. I've left my previous country and I'm living in a new country now. I've been there for a few months and I plan on staying there for quite a while.
Wow, that's really nice. How about you, Karen?
Coincidentally, that's exactly what I'm doing. Also in a new country. Been there for quite a while, but I've been there before. So, nothing is unfamiliar. So I could do it and I'm definitely doing it for the rest of my life.
That's really nice.
So, when you are on trips,
Yeah.
have you met some weird and wonderful, or wonderful people on your trips?
Yeah, actually, I did met many beautiful souls in Italy, especially people. They are really nice. And how about you?
You know, I was once on a plane, it was an 8-hour flight. This person just couldn't keep quiet. And I was
terrible.
quite tired from a business trip and they would not stop talking. And some of the subjects that they spoke about, the stuff that I can't actually mention on this plane without the marshal removing me. So
Oh my goodness.
I can tell it was difficult. And you, Karen?
Well, first of all, I'll make sure not to keep you awake the whole flight, all right?
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, I've met many strange people, but whether they were weird or weird in a good way, I found it very interesting. I love the different cultures and the way different people do things. So yeah, so that I've done, absolutely.
How about the opposite way? Do you have ever experienced a worst trip in your life, Karen?
Yes, I think I did. I actually went to Hong Kong once, but I didn't plan my own accommodation. It was done for me. So when I arrived there with my children, it was a really, really, really dirty place. And the hotel rooms couldn't even lock. And it was really dangerous because I wouldn't mind if I were between all Chinese people, but it was all ethnics there. And you don't know whether it's criminals or not. So I just grabbed my kids under both arms and ran. And we went and found another place. And you?
I was once on a trip where I get off a flight, 8-hour flight, which
Wow.
means I slept 24 hours before. I couldn't sleep on the flight, and then I had to spend a full day in a conference. So I was away for almost 48 hours. And then that same night I had to actually fly back. I wasn't impressed at all.
Yeah.
That's one of my worst trips I've ever had. And you, Sunny?
For me, it's also in Italy, but a specific place is in Venice because I've been there and we choose a really cheap hostel, but it was a not really nice room. So I actually had a really bad sleep. So I don't really like Venice to compare the other places.
Well,
Yeah.
because of a bad experience, right?
You keep mentioning Italy. What was your best trip ever?
My best trip in Italy is in Alpine Mountain. It has a beautiful mountain, and during the winter, it's going to be snow. It will be really wide, and you can walk out and you can enjoy the beautiful sight. This is for me, it's a really best trip ever. How about you, Diane?
Well, I was once lucky enough to go to Abu Dhabi, and we went around the Formula One racetrack in Abu Dhabi. We actually, if you look at the race on TV, you'll see the track plus the hotel that's right on the track. And we actually stayed in that hotel, and we raced around the track for 2 days of sports cars.
Oh, that was good.
It was amazing. I wish I could do something like that again. Karen, how was yours?
Let me think. I think it would probably be a trip that I made to Indonesia. But it was all about the accommodation because I lived in a little cabin right on the beach. But if it was really, really abnormal high tide, the water would have come into my bedroom. And it was so amazing. You could sit down on the porch, and the moment you step down, you're with your feet on the beach. So I
That's so
wanted-
peaceful.
Oh, it was amazing. I will never forget it. I will do it over again. So, now I'm getting ideas.
Your next vacation.
That will be my next
Yeah.
vacation. Yes. So, I assume you finished university, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were in high school, did you guys have like a set trip that you had to do with your schoolmates?
Yeah, actually, I already plan to go to Thailand because I think everyone wants to go to Thailand. It's cheap, right? And also you can enjoy the really fun time in the club and have the really different culture than Taiwan. So I think Thailand is a really best place for graduation students.
To go to together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you were in high school, did you have a school trip?
Well, back in my day, we just went locally in the country. International traveling wasn't really up for students in my
Same with
time.
us, yes, we kept it local, right?
Sonny, it seems Italy, Thailand. Do you have an international driver's license?
No, I haven't got yet, but I already have the native one, but I don't have the international driver license. It's really hard to get one for me. How about you? Do you get one?
In our country, it's quite easy to convert it to international driver's license. So yes, I do have one. And as I mentioned, the fact we do sometimes go racing around racetracks and
Okay.
factories and using their cars, I
Mhm.
definitely have to have one. Karen, do you have a driver's license?
Well, when I planned to immigrate to the country where I am now, I had no intention of driving a car. So I've just got my local driving license, but I did manage to get my scooter license in Taiwan. So I'm legal on the roads.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
So, as you mentioned, when you go traveling, do you like to bring your kids around, Diane?
On holidays, yes. You know, it was quite difficult when they were small, but now that they've grown a lot bigger, they're enjoying the same sights and scenery as I am. And it's nice to get their feedback on what life is like outside of their country. And you, Sunny?
I actually don't have any kids, so
You still enjoy your travels?
yeah, I enjoy by myself a lot. How about you, Karen?
My kids and I are also like best friends. So I traveled everywhere with them. I couldn't bear not being with them. But they learn so much and we have so much fun, like the hotel where I grabbed
Yeah.
them. But it's all adventure, and they shared in the experience. So now that they're grown up and they're not traveling with me, I really miss them a lot. Like I always want to tell them something and they're not there, So yeah, I do love traveling with them.
Sunny, do you travel with your mother?
Yeah, actually, like couple months ago, like I traveled with my mother to China and Japan, and it was a really nice places to go with because not even with the friends but with the family. For me, it's really nice because my mother can pay for me.
That's the best part, right?
How about you, Tian?
Well, you know, it's payback time now, so my mother always looked after us, and now it's my turn to take her on trips and
Mm-hmm.
show her everything else that she couldn't see when she was looking after me.
Yeah.
And with the kids going with, and her going with, it's a bonding experience for the whole family.
Yeah, that's true. How about you, Karen?
Well, my mom's something else to take on a trip. She always has some kind of accident, but not bad ones, like
Okay.
funny ones. Like she'll miss the chair in the restaurant and she'll go end up on her butt. She's done that really.
Okay.
So she's always spicing it up. But you know, usually if I go on vacation with her, it would be a more quiet vacation because they're older. She you know, they
She
can't
likes
walk around
quiet.
so much. Yeah. But my mom's quite lively. She wants to do everything, but I'm using it as an excuse to do nothing.
So do you prefer summer or winter vacations?
For me, I prefer summer vacation because I really like the hot weather. I don't really enjoy the cold one because I have many beautiful summer clothes I can put on, dress on really pretty. But for winter, I couldn't like think about any idea of dressing up.
Yeah, I know.
How about you, Karen?
No, not even discussing that. Summer for me all the way.
Yeah.
And you?
Summer is the best. However, if you end up in the Middle East and you're in the desert, and inside the car it tells you it's 50 degrees Celsius, then sometimes you want to go for a cooler place as well.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the things, yes. So as you mentioned about travel with your kids and your family, how about, do you prefer travel alone or with your friends or in your group?
No, by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's lots easier traveling by myself, even when the family is with, and I don't like traveling with friends, because everyone wants to do their own thing, and you actually travel on your own anyway.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Karen?
Well, like I say, family I don't mind. Friends like it's a little bit more sensitive with friends. But tour groups and by myself, I would prefer myself because tour groups are too planned, too organized. You don't have time to look at something at your own pace. So definitely by myself, yes.
Yeah. So,
When I do travel by myself though, I prefer traveling by plane, obviously.
yeah.
But when I do get to a country, I usually like taking a train because you can see the signs without having to look down or having to drive. But what about you? When you get to that country that you're going to, how do you like to travel?
For me, I like to having the really train trips because I can see the beautiful view as well.
Totally agree.
And I can see the difference when a state to another state, they have a different, really beautiful, like, they have maybe the desert, and after they go to the like really cold places, it's going to be a really significant change when you go through the area, you know.
And you notice it, right? When you're
Yeah,
in the train.
because
yeah.
it's really different. You know?
I agree.
How about you, Tian?
Well, plane trips are ones we have to take to get somewhere,
Mhm.
even though you're nervous taking them.
Oh, we're already in the air, so I'm good. All this talk made me forget about it.
However, I enjoy cruise ships. That's one of the best holidays you can ever take. If you haven't taken one, I promise you, you must get back, book a ticket, and go on one of those ships.
So, I mean, you mentioned about taking the ships, right? But have you ever been in a really difficult situation while traveling, maybe lost or something?
Oh yes, the last time I traveled came from my country. I had a pocket full of cash,
Mm-hmm.
but it was my own currency, and I couldn't swap it for the other
Yeah.
country's currency anyway. And luckily, I found a bank that actually would swap it, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
It was quite difficult, and I was stressed quite a bit. Have you been in a difficult situation?
Oh, so many. But like I said, adventure is adventure.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, what is your favorite airline? Because that's usually the biggest cause of problems when you
Yeah.
travel.
Yes.
I usually fly with the China airline because it's really safety and it's kind of like top one airline
Yeah, I
in
agree.
the like list, you know. So usually I will fly with the China airline.
Yeah, me too. I'm a China airline and Cathay Pacific. And sometimes South African airlines are not bad as well, but I prefer Cathay Pacific and China.
I enjoy Emirates. They're always the best dressed, they look after you nicely,
Yeah.
and their food is restaurant quality.
I'll have to check.
So, as you mentioned, like, have you ever gotten lost while traveling?
Luckily, no. Mr. GPS on the phone is always there.
Yeah.
I always try to learn 1 or 2 words from the new country where I go, and you can't get lost if you know the address and you just ask the taxi to take you there.
Oh, look, snacks are being served.
Oh, great.
Nice.
I'm starving. All
Me
this
too.
talk really made me hungry. Are you taking chicken or beef?
Beer and then chicken.
I'm in with that one. You having a beer with us?
Yeah, of course.
Great,
I
let's
like
go.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
All right,
you.
speak to you just now.